anyone ever told you you dream too big, that you have too many ideas, that you need to be realistic? What if there was a career and lifestyle that you could completely design yourself that enables you to do what makes your heart truly sing and helps millions of people benefit from what you have to offer? One that provided you with all the money you need to thrive, not just survive. That is the life of an enlightened entrepreneur. Welcome to the Aha Moments radio show, dedicated to the inspiration, education, and celebration of enlightened entrepreneurs worldwide, with your host, Mariana Cooper, founder of Aha Moments Inc. and AhaMomentsInc.com. Her motto, oh yes, you can have what you want, and you deserve it too. Join us for the next hour and learn to trust your aha moments to lead the way to a passionate and purposeful life. And now here's your host, Mari.
Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday, and welcome to the Aha Moments radio show for the inspiration, education, and celebration of enlightened entrepreneurs worldwide. And I am very excited today because I have a special guest on the line. His name is Hans King, and he's an internationally acclaimed spiritual teacher and a medium, and he's done thousands and thousands of readings for over 50 years. And, you know, I always do my housekeeping first, but as soon as I finish that, we're going to have a nice long chat tonight with Hans, and we're going to get all of your questions answered tonight because I see that you all started calling in way before the show even started, and my producer was like, what are you doing tonight? Because the lines are filling up. We haven't even gotten on the air. So if you are listening in and you'd like to call in and ask a question tonight, please feel free to do so. We'd love to hear from you. The number is 347-215-9485. That's 347-215-9485. And I'll you know me, I'll announce the number throughout the show, and we'll start taking your questions after our in our second segment after our first break. But first of all, let's get through some housekeeping. Then I'm going to let Hans actually say hello. He was running really late and was driving really fast to get here, so I'm letting him catch breath a little bit before he gets down to business and chats with all of us. First things first, we have Mercury going direct tomorrow, you guys. Mercury in retrograde is ending tomorrow. Yay. I know you guys are all like, I keep everybody posted on Facebook, and I get all kinds of questions and everything. And so it goes direct tomorrow, but you want to give 3 days after the Mercury goes direct, just to be on the safe side. You might feel a little bit of a little bit of turbulence for the next 3 days, but after that we're really good. But tomorrow is the official day. And then Mars, which is also retrograding with us, goes direct on April 13th. So we have a little bit longer with that, but not too much longer. And once we get past that, we're going to be feeling like it's going to be like you lost 50 pounds all at one time, energy-wise. It's going to feel really, really good. But tomorrow you should really, get back in the saddle, start moving forward. You can, sign your contracts and buy your houses and do all those things that they say not to do in during Mercury in retrograde. And, of course, we have our Telesummit coming up. So all of the speakers are now in place. I'm very excited. Our first call, our preview call, is April 19th. I did move the date. April 19th at 8 o'clock. We have some amazing, amazing speakers. We have channels. We have Allison the Rock Girl. We have Lee Carroll who channels Cryon. We have Daryl Anka who channels Bashar. We have a bunch of really amazing speakers, and they're all going to be talking about transformation in 2012, all about the ways that you can make dynamic personal transformations in your life. And we'll be going for 11 days. I can't remember. It's 10 or 11 days, and from April 22nd to May 2nd. So we'll have a show every night for those dates. And, there'll be 90 minutes. You'll be able to ask your questions and get to know everybody. Of course, Dr. Dane is going to be here as well, and Sandy Ann Taylor from Hay House, and, a bunch of them. It's going to be a really, really good time. So I'm really excited about that. And, of course, on top of that, we have our body whispering workshop coming up with Dr. Dane in May, And it's really time, if you've been holding out on registering, it's kind of time to do it because we need to know how many people we're going to have. And Dane is doing a lot of traveling. I'm going to start doing some traveling as well. So we want to kind of get this all organized and ready for May. I will be rebroadcasting the call that we did with Dane next week on the show. So next week's show will be a pre-recorded show, but if you missed the free call, it was only up as a replay for 48 hours after we did the live call. So a lot of you probably missed it. If you missed it, you want to make sure that you tune in next week during our show time, and you'll be able to hear the entire call without commercial breaks. So, how about that? And Dane answers so many great questions. You'll really, really enjoy the call. So, and if you want to register for the class, it's ahamomentsinc.com/body whispering. So it's AHA moments with an S, INC.com/body whispering. So all of that's going on. Oh, and let me just give you the Telesummit site. So if you want to register, because you have to register to participate, the entire Telesummit is free. You can listen for free. We'll have the replays going for 72 hours after each speaker. That website is transformation2012.com. So THE transformation2012.com. And you can sign up there, and you'll start getting all the all the information, the schedules and updates and all the stuff that goes along with telesummits. Okay, so I think that's it for housekeeping. Why don't we say hello to Hans? Hans, are you there? Did you catch your breath?
I caught it, and I'm healthy again.
Okay, good. Well, welcome. I'm so happy.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. You should see our phone lines are like, my poor producer is just running from line to line to line.
Well, sometimes the people start calling like several hours.
Yes.
And tying up the phone lines, which I really ask them not to do because it makes it a little difficult for the folks on the ground, So.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm very excited to have you. Welcome, and I feel honored and really, I think we're going to have fun. I wanted to ask you the first question, and the first question is, can you tell us a little bit about your story? I know that in your bio it says that you've been doing this for over 50 years. You've done 50,000 readings. Why don't you tell everybody your story? How did you get started on this?
I don't think I actually got started.
Okay.
I think it always was. That's a question a lot of people say, well, when did you start? Well, there never was a time I wasn't that I can remember, let's put it that way, because even when I was 3 years old, 4 years old, I was saying things to people I had seen said, well, say so-and-so to this person, that, so I would say there's, I called them at that time, I called them spirit because that's what they were, and I would say things to people, and they would, how did you know that? Or, wow, where did that come from? And I remember once I was at the market, and I heard the spirit said to me, tell her she has enough money. So I said to my mom, it'll be $19.42. You have enough. And it was $19.42, and it sort of freaked her out, and
oh my goodness.
And it sort of freaked out the lady who was checking the groceries for us, and I've been like that forever. And in the beginning, of course, my friend, I thought everybody had the same gift. I didn't even know it was a gift. I thought that's how people were. That's how they operated. Mm-hmm. And I'm at 54,000, I think 54,500 people now, individual readers.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've been known to be the busiest medium in the country, and it's been an incredible career. I cannot tell you.
Oh, wow.
Getting to participate in people's lives and watching what Spirit has told them happen, and now I have this wonderful the classes that we teach on individuals learning how to tap into their own guidance, and that's going over very well. I'm very happy with it. I'm very happy with my life, actually.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, I know I do. I'm an intuitive too, and a medium as well, and I totally get it, and I'm thrilled. I'm just really inspired by you. I'm very honored to have you here.
Well, every day is a blessing to me.
It really is.
There are no bad days. There are only days that our humanness calls a challenge. But if we learned how to get rid of the mind chatter and deal with the voice of the heart, our lives change dramatically. I call it setting your intention. So I think that's everything.
Oh, absolutely. So let's talk about. I know there's a lot of core questions that you get when people come for readings, and I wanted to go through a couple of those because I know that they'll probably answer a lot of the questions that people have who are listening in. And the first one is, I know you were talking about, intention and sort of get and creating, and I think that's something now, especially in this new energy. Are you finding that in with the transition of the 2012 energy, that it's easier for people now to, number one, communicate with spirit, and number two, kind of do more of that creating?
Oh, I think so. I think people now are realizing that they may have a resource that they didn't know they had. They may have thought it belonged to somebody else. They may have believed. But for them to actually realize, yes, you can. Yes, you can communicate with your guides and your angels. It's a matter of effort. I mean, you have to work at it. We have classes and we have things that people can do. But the most important thing, and I always like to say this, is you must set your intention, because energy follows thought. And when you set your intention and then you keep to that intention and you don't allow the mind chatter to, move you off center, which is what happens 90% of the time. Is our own mind chatter gets in our way of our intention. But if you hold to the intention, you will arrive at your destination, and that's just the way it is. That's a fact.
That's a good one, and it's a really good fact. And I think one of the things that people always ask is, how do I tell the difference between that mind chatter and when it's a warning of something? Is it my fear or is it a warning? I always have my own take on it, but what's your take? What's your take?
Well, in our classes, what we do is help you learn how to distinguish between what is the mind chatter and what is the spirit. Now, the spirit basically will not interfere in your direction unless you ask them to help. Right. But when you realize that you can literally put out a blank statement that says, I'd like to be aware of any upcoming negative situations, there is a feeling that you get. And it comes out of the heart, and you know when something is for you, and you know when it is not. We know in the beginning with our relationships whether they will work or not, and oftentimes we try to skirt around that and say, "Well, I know, but I wanted it anyway."
Right.
But there is a harmony, a marvelous tone between the heart chakra and the spiritual vibration. And once you learn to hear that, and that's something everybody can be taught, then you know automatically whether you're in tune or you're in step or you're not in step. And trying to change when you're not in step will only cause you more problems. So when something is for you, you will know it.
Yes, that's so true. That's true. I always like to say, I know Maya Angelou, I think, said it. I've heard this from other people, too, but Maya Angelou said, if someone is telling you who they are, believe them the first time.
Yes.
Listen closely to what they're saying. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the dark night of the soul. Now, the folks who listen to this show are pretty advanced folks. They're studying, they're calling in every week. They're kind of, so you can go as far out as you want. But when we talk about the dark night of the soul and this time where it feels like, and a lot of people call in and they're feeling like overwhelmed because there's several categories of their life where they're having some sort of issue. It's not just a relationship thing. It's like relationship, health, money, job, Can you talk a little bit about what Spirit says about that?
Well, first of all, when the Spirit looks at this is what they say. And please bear with me under this because it leads somewhere. Spirit will say to you, is there anything going on in your life you did not create? This one statement alone, once understood, will change your life forever. Because, in fact, energy does follow thought. We marry the person we want to. We take the job we want to. We live where we want to. We buy the clothes that we want to. We go to the doctor that we want to. In other words, we're in charge of our life. And then we have this wonderful substance called the mind chatter. And when you vibrate or operate out of the heart chakra, your life goes along well. But when something starts to have the appearance of going wrong, for instance, you get fired. Okay? Rather than look at it from a spiritual point of view, which is, okay, learn that lesson, where to from here? What other kind of lesson would I like to learn? How would I like to feel in my next job? We don't do that. We immediately go in for invalidation. We go into, how am I going to make the mortgage payment? We actually try desperately to backpedal into the same condition that we were fired from, because it's what we know. Because it's what we know. Rather than saying, okay, in other words, if somebody comes to see me and they say they've been fired, I usually say congratulations.
I do too. That's great.
Yes,
Yeah.
My God, you're free. Praise God.
That's exactly
and they look at you like, what are you? I thought you were this loving, kind man. I said, I am, but you didn't like that job anyway. Tell me, no, I didn't like the job, but I didn't want to. I wanted to quit on my terms. Well, I said,
right.
Spirit helps you out. They give you a little boost here.
That's right.
But it's our perception. Our perception, the mind chatter and our perception literally drag us around by the nose.
Yes.
And rather than us say, okay, here's an opportunity for me to grow into a whole new awareness. Your boyfriend comes home and he says to you, I love you, this isn't about you. I love that famous line, this isn't about you, but this doesn't work for me anymore. Rather than turn to him and say, I've known this for some time. Thank you for helping me to set myself free. I know there's something better for me, and I wish you well, too. Oh, no, we don't do that. How he's a rotten person, how dare he, and he's in my, how did I ever let this happen to me, and I've been taken advantage of. No, you didn't. You've known all the time it didn't work. But
right.
you were going to try to make it work anyway. So that's what how the Spirit looks at all of these things with just pure simplicity. Is it or is it not for you? And they give you this sense. They give you this awareness. The other day I was lecturing to a group of people. There was 1,190 people in the room, right?
Wow.
So I said to 1,190 people, how many of you in this room tonight can tell me what you would rather be doing than what you're doing with your work? 75% of all the people in the room raised their hand.
Oh.
And then I said, can anyone in this room tell me what they didn't create in their life? Not one person raised their hand. Tears started to come into people's eyes because they had this realization, oh my God, I'm a victim of my own choices. And once you actually get that mindset, your life begins to change. Now, a lot of people will say to you, my friend, well, I lost my job, and then my car broke down, and my husband left me, and they go on and on and on and on and on. It's just Spirit erasing your blackboard. And how wonderful is that, because they're about to give you a whole new set of chalks to play with. And I call that time the void. And that's when Spirit begins to remove from you things that don't offer you growth anymore. So learning to shift your perception and see through the eyes of the Spirit that guides and walks with you, your own angels, changes your life forever.
Beautiful. Well, you know what? It's so spot on, and it answers so many questions all at one time. So let's talk a little bit. I have like 2 minutes before we go to our first break, but I just wanted to talk a little bit about this idea of being responsible for what happens to us in our lives. I agree with everything you said, but the one thing that comes back is people say, well, why would I conjure up, cancer or conjure up these different things? Why would I create this? So,
well, most likely you wouldn't conjure up that. You would conjure up wanting a challenge that fits an old soul's major lesson, which is self-esteem or the value of your own soul. We don't conjure up rape. We don't conjure up cancer. None of that. However, the Spirit will help you take advantage of that lesson should that occur to you.
Yes. Okay.
So most of the cancer patients I know have internal issues.
Yes. Yes.
Almost to the person. And once highlight, because I work for various cancer organizations around the world.
Oh wow.
And when people understand that they're holding this anger, this resentment, victimization, all of that stuff, that literally is a go-ahead for cancer cells to start having parties.
Absolutely. Okay. Wow. Well, I love the direction that we're going, and Hans, you would not believe the number of people we have waiting on the line to ask you questions.
Well, I'm very honored to be here for all of them. Well, certainly as many as we can get to.
As many as we can get to. So, why don't we do this? We're gonna go to our first break, and then when we come back, we're gonna start with some questions. The number to call in, if you'd like to call in, you guys, is 347-215-9485. It's 347-215-9485. You're listening to the Aha Moments radio show. I'm Mari, and we'll be right back.
Do you ever get a hunch about something and ignore it, only to find out later you were right after all? Do you know that you're intuitive but need help interpreting what you get? Need quick answers to burning questions but don't have the time to wait for a private reading? Then Mari's Intuitive Living Oracle cards are the tool for you. 45 gorgeous laminated cards and a full book of interpretations come together in a beautiful velvet bag. The cards have been designed and energized to give you the answers right now. No more sleepless nights weighing pros and cons. Ask the cards your questions and see what message your intuition has for you. To learn more and get your deck now, go to the store at www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Intuitive Living cards now. That's the store at ahamomentsinc.com. The answers are truly within your reach.
Are you at a crossroads in your life, facing big decisions about your life purpose, business, relationships, or other major issues? Are you wondering why you may be delayed in getting what you want? Or if you have special guides who are helping you? Then investing in a private intuitive reading with Mari is just what you need. As a third-generation spiritual intuitive, Mari has worked with thousands of clients over the past 18 years. During your private session, you will learn who your guides are, receive insight on the core issues that need attention, and get new perspective, clarity, and inspiration on what to do next. To register, go to www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Work with Mari tab to get all of the details. There are a limited number of spots each month, so go to www.ahamomentsinc.com for yours now.
Step back in time to the very beginning, before life as we know it existed. Stones have been on this earth since before the inception of man. They are keepers of ancient wisdom and messages. Tap into the profound wisdom of stones and let your journey begin at the Rock Girl Sacred Stone School. Let the Rock Girl take you back to those ancient days to learn firsthand the language and the secrets of stones. The Rock Girl will teach you how to develop your very own technique of communicating with them, allowing you to embark on your own path of self-discovery. Courses include Reiki, psychic development, chakra balancing and auric cleansing, hands-on healing, and more. Visit sacredstoneschool.com for classes and workshops taught exclusively by the Rock Girl of therockgirl.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dane here. Have you felt different your whole life? Have you always been a dreamer, a seeker, an outsider? Always feeling wrong no matter how hard you try to fit in? What if there's a completely different way of being in the world? What if you, truly being you, could change not only your life, but the world? If you'd like to find out, please go to beingyouclass.com. 12 years ago, I was on the verge of suicide, and I came into contact with some amazing tools that changed everything for me. And I'd like to share some of those tools with you. Go to www.beingyouclass.com and check out the free video series I created especially for you. What if this is what you've been looking for? What if the tools to change everything are available now? What's possible now that hasn't ever been possible before? To sign up for this free series, go to beingyouclass.com. Consider this a gift to help you create the change you've always wanted to create, but didn't have the tools to make it happen. Is now the time? beingyouclass.com.
Hello, we are back, and you're listening to the Aha Moments radio show. Tonight we are talking with the beloved Hans King, and we are going to take some of your questions. If you'd like to call in with a question for Hans, please do so at 347-215-9485. It's 347-215-9485. And while you're waiting on the line, my producer will check in with you to see if you're just listening in or calling in to ask a question. So please don't hang up on him or anything like that. Sometimes that happens. And the other thing I'm going to ask is if you can please, if you are going to ask a question, make sure that your computer, your volume, your radio, your volumes are down so that we don't have any interference on the call and echo, because we're going to be going through a lot of calls tonight. So, Hans, you ready?
I am as ready as I'm going to be this evening.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so Renee from California, you're first up. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for a great show.
Thank you.
I had an interview yesterday, and I'd like to know if I am offered that position, should I take it, or are there other opportunities that will follow that are better suited for me?
Well, Renee, you are being guided at this point. The interview yesterday did go over. It was received well. But as I'm working with it, there's another part of that. There's also going to be another offer. It's almost like I want to say to you, Renee, there may be a choice, even though you went for this one. And I'm getting a fairly positive feeling on that. There seems to be, this could be the door that opens another door. That's, I think, what I'm trying to say. So it feels good to me. I would certainly leave that door open because there's something much larger that's going to happen that's extremely unexpected. It's almost as though it comes out of nowhere. So the key right now, Renee, is that you absolutely know what you want the experience of or how you want to feel in this next job, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because you are being guided to it. It is going to happen, all right?
So if I take this job, will that unexpected event happen while I'm at that job, or should I just hold off? It will happen while I'm there.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a door I feel that leads to a door, Renee.
Okay, got it.
All right, and so that's great, actually. I'm very happy for you.
Oh, thank you so much. And God
You're
bless.
welcome, dear. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow, that was a good one. Okay. And
I work fast, kid. I work fast.
You just cut right to the chase. That's a good thing because we got a lot of people calling in. Okay, so next up is Suzanne from Long Island. Hi, Suzanne.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for taking my phone call.
You're welcome. What's the question?
My question is, when do you see a boyfriend in my life, and when do you see my son moving back to my home?
Well, first of all, when are you going to prepare a room in your heart for one?
I have one in my heart. I do.
You sure?
Positive.
Okay, because right now the Spirit says there's still slightly some old residue dust that needs to be cleared. However, between now and August, which is not, I can't believe it, but it's not that far away anymore, there is a situation that occurs that allows you to begin to develop a relationship with someone that your soul recognizes. So I would say to you, probably dating won't work very well for you. However, this just literally is something that is going to happen for you. Again, I point out, watch for a sense of familiarity. It isn't anyone that you know now, but it is someone that your soul will recognize. Now, there was a question as to the son. Is that correct? What was that question again?
My son's living with his dad now, but I would like him to live with me. Do you see that in the future?
I don't see it happening right away, no. Do I see it as a probability? Yes, I do.
You know when?
Well, Spirit doesn't have time, dear. That's humanness. But I would say to you, my sense of it may be more of a shorter period rather than like 5 years or 10 years or something like that. I think it's fairly sooner than that, but I don't get that will be immediately, no. It's almost like they want to. It's almost as though they want to settle your foundation before the sun would be coming back.
Oh, what's this man I'm going to meet going to be like?
Well, it's what you want. Remember, you're drawing to you that which is your own consciousness. Have you set forward? Have you told the Spirit what you're looking for?
I have. So you said
then that is what is being drawn towards you. They wouldn't send you somebody completely opposite of that. If you're clear and you know and you set your intention, then you should have no doubt whatsoever that that is what is being drawn to you at this moment. So
between now and August?
I would think between now and August the door should begin to open for that. Well, the thing is the relationship door is opening for you. That's the key.
And real quick, do you see me getting a teacher aide job? I'm a sub now, but I need a full-time job.
Really, that's too much. Too many questions in this short period of time. I think that we need to move on to the next person. But I'm going to tell you this: you're going to be pleased with your life within a year.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Wow.
I didn't mean to do that, but
what
happens is if you don't sort of make a delineation, these wonderful people just start asking more and more questions. And
yes. I know. So you guys, kind of be fair because we have a lot of people to get through.
I'm trying to get everybody in as soon as we possibly can.
Yeah, that's fair. I 100% agree. I do the same thing as well on my nights to do readings. Okay, so Michael in San Diego, how are you?
Oh, yes, hello, namaste.
Namaste.
How can I help you, Michael?
I have a quick question. I am writing a book, and it's really being channeled. It's coming through me, but lately it's been so much static. Can you offer me a specific suggestion on how I can connect better?
You know what, Michael? Everybody's telling me the very same thing. I don't know whether it's Mercury and this retrograde, but it has been a really dicey time with the vibrational pattern, spiritual vibrational pattern. I would say to you, absolutely nothing is wrong, and there's nothing the matter with your communication either. The next 2 to 3 weeks, you begin to get the flow again, and it's just, this book has a life of its own, Michael. So
okay, thank you. That's
congratulations. Bye-bye.
Good luck, Michael. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so we now have, I had accidentally skipped over someone. Melanie in Colorado, how are you?
Noticing me there.
Hello. There you are.
Yes. I am. Hans.
Yes, you are. You are you.
I am here. And I've been here in the same, I'm having a little dark night of the soul void experience that started in a long time ago. It started in like 2004, and but I still had my oomph and my power and my confidence going on, and really, did a lot to make some fabulous changes in my life, and then nothing happened. And really since about 2005, it's been sort of like, creating that, my chalkboard has been erased. I mean, everything of any consequence has been erased off my chalkboard. My house is about to be erased off of it, and I don't even know whether I should fight to save it or if I'm just supposed to sit here and let everything go away. I just wondered if there is a light at the end of this void.
Of course there's a light, but I have to say something to you. The Spirit says to me that basically the void that you're in, half of it is being self-maintained. That you're a very, very, very ancient soul, very old soul, not an old lady baby, but an old soul. Old souls' primary lesson is self-esteem or the value of their own soul. That's the primary lesson. They feel, unfortunately, that the things that have been occurring are feeding the negative aspect of the old soul's problem.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes,
and they're saying you've begun to look for the disconnect rather than the connect, with not necessarily even knowing you're doing it, could be coming out of the subconscious. If you were to go out in your yard or go out somewhere and just pick a flower somewhere, if that is different than what you did the day before, or go for a walk around the block the other way, you have to start the process of reconnecting. You're still like a chipmunk in a wheel. But I have to tell you that the energy is available to move you out of the wheel. But there's an old saying in England that I love that says, you see what you look for, And your subconscious has begun to look for the same thing. Therefore, the erasing continues. Therefore, no forward momentum. Change your perception and change your life. Set your intention and change your life. And stick with it.
I actually had the experience, though. I stopped with the intentions because when I set them, the opposite and I'm not kidding, the little polar opposite will manifest. So I've been trying to go with the flow.
That is because the subconscious, but baby, that's because the subconscious is pre-programmed. You need to redo the subconscious programming. You don't even know it's occurring. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what needs to. That's what is happening. You're sabotaging yourself without even knowing it. So many of the wonderful people listening tonight are doing the same thing, even though they have these wonderful intentions, and they set them. They set them with a subconscious expectation it won't happen. So it's a matter of reprogramming. That's why I teach the classes. That's why I do what I do, is to help people to understand how to resonate at the same level as the Spirit on their behalf. I have happy days for you ahead. You have a brand new life coming up. Just change your perception and get paddling. All right?
Okay. Well, thank you for calling in. Have a great night. And we have.
It's stuck. It's stuck when it's tough when you get stuck in the void.
Oh, so you're not kidding. And it feels like you can't see the light from the beginning, and you can't see the light at the end. Yeah.
But what you have to do, that's when you have to use spiritual awareness, not human destructiveness. You have to use spiritual awareness that says, this that I'm seeing is an illusion. There's nothing really being done to me. It is how my mind is interpreting what is going on.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start to do that, remember, you cannot shine the dark in the light. The light will always prevail. So turn the light on.
Beautiful. Beautiful. For those of you who are listening in, if you'd like to call in and ask a question, I mean, we have a lot of people in the queue, but, we'll do our best. It's 347-215-9485. It's 347-215-9485. So we have a few minutes before our next break, so let's try to get one more person in here, and that is Jim in Indiana. Hi, Jim. How are you?
Good. How are you this evening?
I'm terrific.
Great.
Jim, how can I help you, Jim?
Well, Hans, I lost my father about 17 years ago, and I was very close to him. And do you see him around me? I mean,
yes. In fact, as you were starting to ask the question, Spirit said to me, but the Father is never from him. The Father is never away from it. But he says that you're not asking him to do things. You need to start bringing your Father back into your life if you want a communication with him.
Okay.
Do you give your Father things to do, son?
No, I can't say that. No.
Okay, that's one of the problems. Remember, Spirit is not allowed, Jim, to interfere with your life unless asked to. That's why the Bible says, knock and the door shall open, ask and ye shall receive. Okay, so you have to say, Dad, I want you to find me a parking space. Now, all of us in our profession have parking genies or parking fairies, so it's kind of a joke. You know what I'm talking about. So, but you could also say, Dad, I'd like another job. Dad, I'd like you to help me with this. Please lift this burden from me. Please work with me as I work to change my life. It will be, Jim, astounding how you feel as you see your Father's evidence manifest before your own eyes.
Okay, one other quick question. I live in the house that I grew up in, and we have things happening in the house here that my wife and I feel that it is my father.
Well, there's no doubt that it's your father. He's trying to get your attention.
Okay, because we feel things going on. I still feel very close to my dad.
Read a little book called Sunrise from Grace Cook. It will help you very much.
Great. Well, I sure do appreciate your help tonight, then.
It's not a problem.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, let's take one more, and then
sure.
Sam will go to break after that. Sarah in Florida. Hi, Sarah.
Hey.
Sarah, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Hello. How are you tonight?
Hello. I'm well. How are you all?
Good. What's your question?
Good. I want to say, it's kind of like with every caller, I picked up a little nugget here and a little nugget there.
Good for you.
It's almost like he's talking to me,
That's right.
My question, is like career question, and I heard you all talking. I'm not sure if you mentioned it or he mentioned it in the beginning about chakra. So I kind of wanted to ask a question about that, but my main question is like career. The thing he was saying to a couple of callers before was something about perspective and something. So I haven't worked in almost a year, and it's kind of like, I don't know whether it's an age thing or, is the door going to open for me this month?
Well, I think you're waiting. I think, my love, you're waiting for something to happen rather than making something happen. It has nothing to do with age. It has to do with intention. And I think you need to sit with yourself for just a moment and ask yourself, what would you truly like to experience? How would you like the feeling to be in your next work, in your next position? And I think that's cloudy. I don't think you actually know that. But remember, you're in charge of your next job. Not the next job is in charge of you. You're in charge. You say how you would like to feel, and Spirit will draw that to you. You have a grandmother that's working very closely with you, trying to help you at this time. So open yourself up to a new beginning, because over the next 16 months, your life will change dramatically. All right? Let it happen.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Have a great night, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we're going to go to our next break. If you'd like to call in and see if you can squeeze a question for Hans on the other half of on the other side of our
I almost
break.
feel that we should have one of those lotto rollers, and just put them all in one hamper, and so everybody gets a chance.
I know. Well,
I always feel bad when we leave people hanging. I just
don't worry. We're gonna. I think we'll. Well, they're.
We left 500 people the other day.
Oh my goodness.
I know.
Well. We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get to a lot more. 347-215-9485. It's 347-215-9485. You're listening to the Aha Moments Radio Show. I'm Mari. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Dr. Dane here. Have you felt different your whole life? Have you always been a dreamer, a seeker, an outsider? Always feeling wrong no matter how hard you try to fit in? What if there's a completely different way of being in the world? What if you, truly being you, could change not only your life, but the world? If you'd like to find out, please go to beingyouclass.com. 12 years ago, I was on the verge of suicide, and I came into contact with some amazing tools that changed everything for me. And I'd like to share some of those tools with you. Go to www.beingyouclass.com and check out the free video series I created especially for you. What if this is what you've been looking for? What if the tools to change everything are available now? What's possible now that hasn't ever been possible before? To sign up for this free series, go to beingyouclass.com. Consider this a gift to help you create the change you've always wanted to create, but didn't have the tools to make it happen. Is now the time? beingyouclass.com.
Do you ever get a hunch about something and ignore it, only to find out later you were right after all? Do you know that you're intuitive but need help interpreting what you get? Need quick answers to burning questions but don't have the time to wait for a private reading? Then Mari's Intuitive Living Oracle cards are the tool for you. 45 gorgeous laminated cards and a full book of interpretations come together in a beautiful velvet bag. The cards have been designed and energized to give you the answers right now. No more sleepless nights weighing pros and cons. Ask the cards your questions and see what message your intuition has for you. To learn more and get your deck now, go to the store at www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Intuitive Living cards now. That's the store at ahamomentsinc.com. The answers are truly within your reach.
Are Are you at a crossroads in your life, facing big decisions about your life purpose, business, relationships, or other major issues? Are you wondering why you may be delayed in getting what you want? Or if you have special guides who are helping you? Then investing in a private intuitive reading with Mari is just what you need. As a third-generation spiritual intuitive, Mari has worked with thousands of clients over the past 18 years. During your private session, you will learn who your guides are, receive insight on the core issues that need attention, and get new perspective, clarity, and inspiration on what to do next. To register, go to www.ahamomentsinc.com and click on the Work with Mari tab to get all of the details. There are a limited number of spots each month, so go to www.ahamomentsinc.com for yours now.
Step back in time to the very beginning, before life as we know it existed. Stones have been on this earth since before the inception of man. They are keepers of ancient wisdom and messages. Tap into the profound wisdom of stones and let your journey begin at the Rock Girl Sacred Stone School. Let the Rock Girl take you back to those ancient days to learn firsthand the language and the secrets of stones. The Rock Girl will teach you how to develop your very own technique of communicating with them, allowing you to embark on your own path of self-discovery. Courses include Reiki, psychic development, chakra balancing and auric cleansing, hands-on healing, and more. Visit sacredstoneschool.com for classes and workshops taught exclusively by the Rock Girl of therockgirl.com.
Hello, everybody. We are back. You're listening to the Aha Moments radio show, and we're having a great time with Hans King tonight. We're answering all kinds of questions. If you didn't hear me say 100 times already by now, the phone number to call in is 347-215-9485. So, Hans, we're going to get back into the crowd here.
Okay.
And let's see here. Valerie in Las Vegas. We didn't talk to you yet. Hi, Valerie.
No, I don't
there.
think so.
Hi. How are you?
Good.
Hi, Valerie. How can I help you tonight?
Listen, my dad died last weekend, 2 hours before my birthday, and I don't know why he picked that time, but I have so many spirits in my home, but I can't feel his, and I just wondered why.
Well, Valerie, what makes you think he picked the time, sweetheart?
I just felt like he did.
No, he did not pick the time. The time simply occurred. He went home on time. He has already been back to visit you in the dream time, but feels he's not getting through. Have you been able to see him in the dream time?
No, not at all.
Well, exactly what he's saying. He feels he's not getting through. This is not unusual. I'm being told that over the next 3 weeks you will have a dream visit that Spirit will organize for you. The vibration in your house is a reflection of the amount of energy that is around your father in the spirit world. So you sort of have 1 foot in this dimension and 1 foot in the other dimension for a short period of time here. Do you know that your father loves you, dear?
Yes.
Why is that question being? Why are they asking that question? I didn't hear them say tell her. I heard them say ask her. Do you have any idea why they would say it that way?
Well, because my father was very hard on me when I was growing up.
Yes, ma'am. So that's who I'm talking to now, is the man who says he would like to tell you he's sorry. He says he didn't get to know you the way he should have, but he said, I also didn't get to know myself either.
That's
Your
true.
father had a blockage in the heart chakra area, giving love and letting love in. And he says, I'm sorry, daughter. And as quickly as I can come back to you in the dream time, I will. But he has to learn the ropes also. Here again, Angel, read a little book called Sunrise, very inexpensive. Author's name is Grace Cook from her White Eagle series. It will help you very much. Your father loves you very much. He didn't get to know who you were as his daughter because he never got to know who he was. You see?
Yes, I do see.
Okay. Please be aware your father wants to work with you and fix this, okay? Thank you for calling in tonight. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Okay. Barbara in New York. Hey, Barbara, how are you?
Oh, Barbara.
Yeah, I think Sam's trying to... Hi, Barbara. How are you?
Hello. I'm very good, thank you. Can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. I had an experience on March 19th, just hours before the equinox. I was sitting home alone meditating, and I felt very strongly the presence of a light body in my room of a young man I'm very fond of. His name is Alfredo. I heard very harsh in my head, "Open your eyes." So I did, and without seeing anything physical, I knew exactly where he was. I knew he was hovering above the ground, and I began talking to him and telling him how I feel about him. And I heard no communication back, and then poof, he was gone. My guess would be, knowing him, that he has no conscious awareness that his light body came to visit me. But is there anything you could tell me as to what motivated it or what thoughts go through his conscious mind?
Well, your old soulmate friends, dear. Your old soulmates, lovers, and friends from a previous lifetime. So there is an energy there between the two of you. But it's so diffused that I don't see a lot happening, but there's like a communication at a separate level. And you probably that's how you're going to have to deal with it. However, when you make your transition and both of you get back to the other side, and, you're all together there, then you'll understand better why this happened for you. If it's an uncomfortable feeling, you can ask your guides to make certain it doesn't happen again, or certainly you can ask them to magnify the experience so you better understand it.
Yes. Oh, no, it doesn't disturb me, just the opposite.
Good.
I was hoping that it reflected a certain amount of affection on his part.
But it does. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But maybe not in this instance. Maybe that affection is from a previous time where your souls genuinely know and love each other.
Yes.
Okay? But I'm not getting right now that translates into this particular time right now.
Well,
all right?
There's an age difference, so it probably wouldn't.
It doesn't matter, dear. Souls have no age there. So, love is love, honey, last time I checked.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a great night. Okay, we have Lisa from Maryland. Hey, Lisa, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Good. Thanks for calling in. What's your question?
Thank you. My question is, I've had a very turbulent past 2 years, but more importantly, the past year and a half has been spent with seeking employment. What could I do differently in trying to secure employment? I'm getting a little freaked out about it.
Well, first of all, I think you should stop seeking. I think you should start knowing, start accepting. Because when you seek, you say, I don't have. Rather than coming from the consciousness that says, that which is best for me is currently on its way towards me, and I'm building a room for it to arrive.
Okay.
That's how I would handle this. Actually, my love, you do have a position coming towards you. I don't know whether it's 6 days or 6 weeks, but you do have a position on the way towards you. I would be very specific and very clear to Spirit. I'm sort of adamant about this, and telling them how you would like to feel and the experience that you would like to experience in this new job that is coming your way. Honey, I got to tell you honestly, you're not meant to work for other people. Your soul doesn't take dictation very well. And okay, you actually should be doing your own thing. Okay?
I love people. I love the interaction.
Yes, ma'am. And that's what you should be doing. You're looking in all the wrong places. You need to start creating how it's going to look.
And
Telling
I try
Spirit,
to focus and try to pick those particular positions that I feel
Yeah, but you're trying to pick a position of somebody else's.
Okay.
This is about you doing it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, very much so.
Get on with it because you'll be utterly surprised down the road.
Great.
And by the way, you're going to win some awards for the quality of what you do in this.
Oh, fabulous.
All right.
I look forward to it. Thank you for taking my call.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Have a great night.
You got some great people, girl. You got some great people.
I tell you. I told you.
We should just do a call show one day.
Let's do it.
Let them call.
You want to do it? We'll do it.
Sure. I'll do it.
Okay. We'll figure it out. Okay, so next up is Hugh in Virginia. Hey, Hugh, how are you?
I'm terrific. How are you both tonight?
Fine.
Terrific.
Hugh, how can I help you this evening, sir?
I wanted to see what you pick up related to my big mission and vision in this life.
Well, you're in a holding pattern. And have you reasserted your intention in this matter lately?
Yes, I'm currently doing that, and I
have good news here. And the Spirit is saying the timing and you are about to match each other. You have been slightly in front of the timing. You were absolutely correct in the intention, but slightly in front of the timing. What they're saying is the timing is now catching up with you, Hugh.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Have you written that book yet, sir?
I have a few.
Okay.
And my big mission and vision is bringing spirituality into global economics.
Okay, what I want you to know is I want you to stop seeking it. You're delaying its arrival. You need to start knowing it.
Okay.
Don't seek no. The energy for knowing. The difference between I want to and I am is enormous. So now become what you are seeking.
Very good. Thank you so much.
Got it? All righty, my friend. My hero, is Yoda, and Yoda said, "Seek not that which seek not that which you already have."
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's awesome.
The seeking is delaying the arrival.
Wow, that's so cool. I love that. He's my hero too.
Oh, he's my hero, absolutely. You know who Yoda was? Yoda was Joseph Campbell, the great American metaphysician.
Yes.
Yes, that was Joseph Campbell. He lived next door in Skywalker Ranch in Marin County. So that's how all that came to be.
Oh, I had no idea, Hans. That's so cool. That? Oh, I love that.
So do we have more people, or where are we headed at this time?
We have more people. So we'll take a couple more, and then we're going to talk all about you and what you're up to, your sites and classes and stuff. Let me just see if we can get to a couple more. Judith in Georgia. Hi, Judith. How are you?
Hello. Thank you for taking my call.
Hi, Judith. How can I help you this evening?
I'm just like the previous caller. My mother has passed. Can you look at that and see what's blocking her, or what the story is with my finances?
Okay. What happened for me is that call broke up on my end of the line, and I couldn't get the question. Could you do it again, please?
My mother has passed on, but unlike the other caller, I'm always asking her to help me with my finances, and I would like to know what's going on with that.
But she can only do for you that which is allowed by your dharma, dear. Okay? So you can ask her to help, and she is going to help, but she would also be guided by what your life's purpose is. And if you are meant at this time to have extraordinary funds, then she has something to work with. However, if there is a need to go through a little bit of a problem around finances, she would then have to wait for that to clear. But she could expedite it as best that she could. Your mother is trying to help you, dear. But I would stop waiting. See, what you're doing is waiting. I would start being in abundance now. Just who you are, just where you are right now is enough for God. That's what true abundance is. So you're waiting for abundance when you should be the abundance you're waiting for. Let's go back again. Energy follows thought. Thank your mother for all the abundance that is currently coming your way. Even though at this moment you can't see it, it is coming your way. You just don't know it yet. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You know, a lot of people, my love, don't like some of the answers that we give because they feel they want to be helped rather than be responsible.
Yep.
And so one of the things we try to help them to understand is they can get it if they can believe it, they can have it.
Oh wow! Yeah, it's true.
You know.
I'm with you 100%. I get that too.
So we're in good shape then.
Oh, yeah, we're right on the same page. Diana in New Jersey has a question for you. Hey, Diana, how are you tonight?
Great. How are you?
Oh, good.
Thanks. Hi, Hans. I just wanted to ask you, well, really two quick questions. One was that I've been out of my job due to health issues, okay? And the reason I wanted to ask you is, do you see me going back to it? And, yeah. That's kind of like, because that's something else that I really want to do.
I don't see you going back to your old job, dear.
Oh, that's awesome.
Okay. I see you going to a new thing. I do absolutely stop looking to go backwards. A fool will lose tomorrow, reaching back for yesterday. Got it? Okay. Yes. You ain't no fool. Okay. You ain't no fool. So I want you to look forward, not backwards. You know, that was awesome. Then. This is now. And by the way, with that awareness, a whole new level of awareness is in the process of being drawn towards you. And stop thinking about your age and finances. You're making me crazy.
The finances is the part, yes. Yes. As a matter of fact, I'm working with
you don't have any financial problems. You just don't know that. It's your mind's perception. Any day of the week, 5 billion people on this planet would trade places with you in a heartbeat.
Yes. You
see that? So you don't have any problems, dear. You have solutions, and spirit and belief is your solution.
You're 100% right. What I'm doing with Hugh, you're 100% right, because I'm working with Hugh on that book that you just told him about.
There you are. That's right. You guys have a destiny, and it's going to be great. And money is the least of your problem. Mind chatter is your problem. Okay?
You got it. Just one really quick question. Now, you mentioned about guides. I'm really interested. How do you find out about your guides? I mean, how do you know who's your guide? Okay.
Take my classes.
I will listen. Okay.
Remember, these are live video classes, too. This is, we all participate, so it's going to be great.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Okay, take care. Okay, I just want to get one more in, and then I want to give everybody a chance, because believe it or not, we're actually overtime tonight, but that's okay, because it's my show, and I can do that. That's all right.
You can do what you want, girl.
I can do what
you want to be certain you don't have an automatic shut-off, though. I was on the show the other day, and she forgot to set it forward.
No, I always give myself plenty of extra time, so we have a little time here, as long as you're willing. Okay, so why don't you? That was a great segue before, and then
did you like that? I think I did a good job with that, didn't I?
Yeah. Tell. We're going to take a couple more calls, so if you're hanging on, hang on. But just tell everyone for listening about your classes and what's going on.
Well, what we have to offer is I actually do now, and I think I'm one of the few people in the world that is doing this, live video classes online. And in those classes, we're having a relationships workshop class. We're having an intuitive development class. They are beautiful classes because I get to, like tonight, get to interact with the people. It isn't something that I pre-record and say, here, this is the class. This is you being in the class with me. We have a prayer circle coming out where we're going to be working with your guides on an individual basis for an hour and a little better than that on specific subjects, finances, relationships, where we're going to work with your guidance and you in helping you to reach your goals. It's never been done before. This is all new. Mm-hmm. So this is some of the work that we do. We have, I like to say, a ton of help product that we have manifested through the years that really bring about enlightenment for people. And one of the ones I love the most is the You Are Enough series that I did, for PBS, which I think is absolutely wonderful.
Love it.
And they can go to my webpage, www.hansking.com. My 800 number is 406-9027. Everything you need to know is on that very busy page that everybody complains about to me. But I like it when people go to it, they can see it. So we actually are building a brand new one now.
I'm a YouTube girl, so go on YouTube too and see your videos.
Well, they're wanting to put me more on YouTube, so I suppose that's something I better do.
Yeah, well, you're up there. So if people want to, see, kind of get an idea of what those video classes will be like, just put Hans King in the search bar in YouTube and take a look. So H-A-N-S, Hans, HANSKING.com, right?
That's correct.
Okay, cool. So we'll announce that again after our next two people. We have two more people. So Venera in St. Louis, how are you, sweetheart?
Hi, I'm doing very well. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You're welcome. How can we help you?
Okay. Well, I just wanted to ask a question. I do have a verbal offer for a position in a university, and I'm just wondering whether the salary is going to be what I would like it to be.
Well, right now the verbal offer is probably worth its weight in gold for a lot of people. I would certainly look at it. The salary may not match what your intention is. However, it will as time goes by. I do believe this particular job may be a gift from God for your child.
Right. It's actually an assistant professor position, and I am just basing my expectation based on what it was paid to the people last year who got it, and with an increase, like a little small percentage that is normally increased.
That's correct.
And because if I don't get anything right now, I will not be able to get an increase for 5 or 6 years, because that's how university system normally works. And I know my worth. I have 3 master's degrees, and people have always been able to negotiate their way. So I'm just wondering.
Well, then, but what you want to do right now is know that the position is being guided to you by the Spirit, so you should take it. The salary will be compensatory. I would certainly look at it with an intention of it being fine.
Okay, so it's not going to be like, will I be like disappointed or?
Well, honey, you can only be disappointed if you set your intentions too high. I would say what occurs will be for you. Okay, not something very low, but they're saying take it because it's going to increase and you will be having the salary that you want. You must not base work on salary there. You must base work on intention. Wonderful. Believe it or not. Okay?
Yeah, thanks.
Have a great night.
See, we've been so trained in this country that everything's about money. It's the experience, it's not the money.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, one more person, and then we're going to wrap our show for tonight. Sarah in Pennsylvania. How are you, Sarah? Thanks for hanging in there.
I'm doing good. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome.
How can I help you, dear?
I wanted to know about it's a career question. It's about my present position. I'm there about 8 months, and, it was a nice change from my last position. It is a bit different and challenging in many ways. I'm always up for the challenge. But I just, wanted to see, what you were picking up overall, regarding the position itself, because I'm planning on doing, like getting a house, like putting my house up for in the market and putting it up for sale, because, lately the neighborhood where I'm at is not very good. So we decided to move from the area. So, I just want to see overall what you were picking up, by the position and.
The position will be fine, dear. Yeah, the position is fine. You'll be there at least another 3 to 5 years. So, I would say go ahead and plan financially for it. I see nothing terribly wrong. You need to set your intention. Actually, I think you're going to be very pleased with how things occur over the next 3 to 5 years. Very much so. Stop worrying, okay?
You said maybe like a promotion or something? Or?
Yes, ma'am. All that is already planned into it. You're thinking. Listen, I'm loving you here when I say this. You're thinking too much. Okay, you're literally clouding your own energy. Stop thinking and be for it just a little bit. Just be.
Right. Well, I work in the technology field. It's hard not to think, and my brain is processing all day.
I know what your brain is doing. It's confusing you right now.
So plus after my personality, you can imagine.
Yeah, honey. At this point, I would say don't look a gift horse in the mouth. It's fine.
Right.
Everything is fine. Don't worry. Be happy.
I'm happy what you told me, because.
Thank you.
Well, another thing too is that. It is a bit of a commute for me. So initially, they told me that I can work 1 day a week from home, which I'm doing. And I said I'm going to look into 2. So
but honey, those are all choices. Those are choices that you need not to worry about. Make your choices and have your job, and God will take care of you. Unfortunately, we have to go right now, so take care, all right?
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thanks. Wow, what a night. Well, thank you, Hans.
Thank you. Thank you. I had a great time. I feel like I just run roughshod over everything.
No, you did awesome. This is phenomenal. And you ran Sam ragged, and that's always fun to watch my producer run. So I'm sure he's loving it. All right. So everybody, if you'd like to work with Hans and get to know him better and take his classes, go to hansking.com, HANSKING.com. Any parting words, Hans, before we wrap for tonight?
Remember that God does not love anyone more in this world than each one of you. Okay?
Wonderful. Thank you.
And thank you for having me on the show. It has been an absolute joy, and I look forward to working with you again, my friend.
Oh, I do too. Thank you so much. So, everybody, we've come to the end of yet another Aha Moments radio show. We will be back next week with Body Whispering. Remember, that's a pre-recorded show. You definitely want to tune into that. And then, let's see. Okay, I was just losing my sound here, but you know what I have to say, and that is you truly can have exactly what you want, and you absolutely deserve it too. Have a great night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Aha Moments radio show with your host, Mari. Be sure to visit her blog and website at www.ahamomentsinc.com. That's AHA, moments with an S, inc.com. Also join Mari on Facebook at www.facebook.com/ahamomentsinc and Twitter at twitter.com/ahamoments. We can't wait to see you there.